What is going on, ladies and gentlemen around the world? I'm for Games here, and welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, this is the VIP demo. This is some Stronghold gameplay, and this video is just going to be my thoughts on the VIP demo that I had. My thoughts on it when I played it over the whole weekend. I mean, if you played it. But this is going to be my thoughts so far, even though we only got a small slice of Anthem. This is just my thoughts on the first weekend. So what I liked about it is I love the gameplay. The gameplay was just, and before I actually get into this, Anthem is one of my most anticipated games of 2019. It's just one of them. I've been looking forward to this game to when they first announced it. So yeah, the first thing that I liked about Anthem was the gameplay. I love the gameplay. I love the way just everything feels, the way you can fly. I think one of the big takeaways from this was the flying and just how good it felt flying throughout the world, and stay flying, hitting waterfalls, staying right above the water so you don't overheat, just things like that. It felt really good. The shooting felt really good to me. It felt a lot better than Mass Effect. It felt just Mass Effect on steroids. Okay, it was a lot better. It played a lot smoother. I really loved the gameplay. The next thing I liked about Anthem was the world that BioWare has built. It is a very pretty world, even though it's not as pretty as when they showed it off, and then compared to PC, but on console it looked pretty. But I just like the world that they built. It's a world that speaks to me, and it's a world that I can stay in for a very long time. And also like the aesthetic of the game, the javelins, just the whole alien world thing going on. It was just it just speaks to me. And also another thing I liked was that you can build, a specific loadout. If you're playing with your friends, you can build, you want to go like full damage, or you want to make a like full support loadout. And that's something I really like too. Didn't get to build too much because I mainly only get to play the Interceptor and the Ranger, which I think those are going to be the ones I'm going to main. But we'll see when the game actually comes out. But yeah, I like that you can build your own loadout. You can get really creative with that. I also really like the customization. The customization was really deep. I felt like I can make whatever javelin I wanted. And I just thought that was pretty cool too. And also like that different javelins, they all play differently. And I really like that too. The Interceptor, super fast. Super fast, does good in melee damage. Stuff like that. And the Ranger is kind of like a balance. It's in between everything. Good damage. All that stuff. The Colossus, of course, is tank. And the Storm, which is like basically like a glass cannon. But yeah, I really like how they all play really differently in their own ways. And also like the combo system that they brought back from Mass Effect. I really love doing combos because it looks cool, it feels cool, it does a lot of damage. But yeah, those are things I loved about Anthem. And now, unfortunately, we're going to have to get into the problems. Because this VIP demo, it shouldn't even have been called a demo. It should have been a beta. But hey, so the amount of problems this VIP demo has was unbelievable, guys. So the amount of glitches in this beta was just unacceptable. It was just not so good. There was one where you stay at a loading screen and it'll get like 90% done, and then you'll just stay there and you have to close your game out. And that happened on pretty much every single loading screen. The next thing, the game kept crashing, and you'll get in and play for 5 minutes and the game will crash. I know there's a big thing with PC that happened with that, that was crazy. And there's also like when you get in the game, the gameplay wasn't really like stable. It was kind of lagging here and there, and that kind of just throws you off a bit. The next one is the frame rate. The frame rate was not the greatest, at least on consoles. It's a lot of stuttering here and there, and it's just not. I mean, I wish the frame rate was 60. I think every game that comes out for consoles right now in 2019 should be 60 frames, because 30 frames I'm not a fan of 30 frames right now. I wish it was 60, but we got 30. And then another thing, if you, that helps you with, you know, if you see something wrong with the frame rate, if you turn off motion blur, that can help you out a bit. But yeah, the frame rate wasn't, especially, I mean, it was okay in the open world and when using missions, it was okay. But when you're in the headquarters in Fort Tarsus, it was, yeah, it was, I'm not even sure that was running at 30 frames because it just it didn't look great. And another thing, why can't you run in the headquarters? You couldn't run at all. It just felt like he was walking super slow everywhere, and it was really frustrating because you're playing a super fast-paced game. You know, you're flying everywhere. You know, high, fast-paced action, and then you get into headquarters, and it's just like a completely, like just like a 180. It's like you're moving like a turtle, and yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that neither. But there's another problem where the sound kept cutting in and out. Like that was just really annoying too. Like I know the sound effects, they sound amazing, but when it's cutting in and out, and sometimes it just cuts out completely, that's just another thing that's just really frustrating because I want to hear, you know, the sound effects and I want to hear the sounds of pretty much everything, but it kept cutting out. There was another glitch where you couldn't pick a javelin. So at a certain level, you will unlock a certain javelin, and you couldn't, because it just takes you to that menu automatically. Because I did it once. I unlocked the interceptor. And after that, this whole weekend, I could not unlock the last 2 javelins. And they fixed it yesterday, but they fixed it, and it was like 3 hours until the demo ends. And yesterday was the last day, and I only get to play it a little bit with it. But yeah, you couldn't pick your javelin. I know a friend of mine, he stood 2 days, and he couldn't unlock the Colossus. And like, I don't, like, come on. I couldn't pick javelin this whole weekend. Yeah, that sucked as well. The next thing is the friends code. The friend codes that you get when you pre-order the game, you get friend codes so you can invite your friends so they can play with you. I didn't get my friend codes. There was something wrong with that. I still didn't get them, but now it doesn't matter because the beta is coming back, but it's open beta. And there's another thing in Strongholds, so they have this, it's like a, if I compare it to anything, it's like a baby raid or like a strike from Destiny. That's what it kind of feels like to me. And there's this thing you have to get a certain amount of echoes, and the last couple echoes wouldn't spawn. Like the first one you have to get 8 echoes, right? And put it in the thing and then move on. But I would get 7, and I'll look around for like 7 minutes, 10 minutes, and there's no other echo, and I had to close the thing out again, and you know, open the game back again, open the application. That sucked. But yeah, that was the thing. And yeah, that was just, yeah, just getting into a free roam or just things like that it just wasn't fun. Like you get in, and then you have to worry pretty much almost all the time, is the game gonna crash? Am I gonna stay in an infinite loading screen? You know, is the game gonna lag too much, or is it gonna kick you out the game? Or if you die and you're waiting to be res, sometimes you couldn't even get res, or yeah, just things like that. Or when the whole team wipes out, it does a loading screen again, and you know, you gotta wait for the loading screen, and that just sucks because it just made things super frustrating. You want to play with your friends, but you're taking like 10 minutes to get into the game, and then when you get into the game, you gotta worry about a whole bunch of these problems, and that was just frustrating. Just at one point, I almost just stopped playing it completely because it was that bad. But it's one of my most anticipated games of this year, and I just wanted to play it and just wanted to sink my teeth into it. But just getting super frustrated, not getting into a match, and yeah, it just sucked. I don't know. I know they said that they didn't know, or that they didn't know that they were going to get the amount of people that they did, which, dude, really? Really, EA / Bioware, whoever, like, because I know once you pre-order the game, they give out your VIP demo code, right? So if you have a rough idea of how many people you have given the VIP demo code out to, that's a rough number. You have, you know, a rough number on top of that. So I kind of, you know, so you kind of have an idea of how many people are getting on, right? And then even when the game launched, oh, and there was one more thing, that you couldn't even get past the main menu. That was a huge thing too. Like, I think for the first time I got on, like 4 hours, for 4 hours I couldn't get into past the main menu at all. But yeah, they give out the VIP codes, right? So they have a rough idea of how many people are gonna play. So the game comes out, and it just everything's on fire. Everything just completely went wrong. And then when everything's going wrong, they're still giving out codes. Like, if the problem was for you to, if so many people were getting on at the same time and that was a problem, why are you still giving out codes? Just why? Stop giving everybody codes. I think this is what they should have done. They should have let the VIP demo players, the people who pre-ordered the game, let them play the game first, right? And then, you know, work your way up slowly and hopefully everything's working, and then give out all the codes and all this extra stuff. Maybe that would have helped out a little bit. And that's one of another thing. The VIP demo, when I pre-ordered it, I paid $80, and which sucks. I pre-ordered it on PlayStation Store. I paid $80, and I barely got to play the beta. Like, I barely got to play, which that sucks. I don't know. I kind of feeling, the way I'm feeling right now is I kind of wish I wouldn't have pre-ordered it, because I barely got to play the game. Maybe I should have hoped for a free code, you know. But they realized that, you know, the VIP demo players couldn't, you know, they pre-ordered the game but they couldn't play it, so they gave away a vinyl skin that you get when the game launches. You get another free vinyl skin, and I think that's cool. But is that worth the headache that I had the whole weekend? I don't think it is. I don't think it's worth a headache, because I paid $80 just to get early access so I can play it. My most anticipated game of 2019, because I love BioWare. You know, I love their storytelling, and it just sucks. Maybe if they give us like the in-game currency plus with the vinyl skin, give us like a couple of coins in-game. You know, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, they tried to fix the problems. They did. They were being transparent. They were trying to, you know, they're telling us what the problems were, and a lot of the problems kind of got fixed. Like, some people could get into the beta, some people couldn't. I know the infinite loading screen was there the whole weekend. You know, the whole lagging and all that stuff was still in. But yeah, I mean, they were being transparent, which that is good. They were trying to fix it, but like, I think the big problems didn't get fixed, because even yesterday, like, had infinite loading screens, the gameplay was still lagging in game. Like, that just sucks, man, because I really wanted to play, just keep playing, and yeah, all these problems just kept occurring and occurring and occurring, which, yes. And this game has got the Anthem has gotten delayed, and how long has it been in development for? I think for 6 years, right? 6 years. And I wonder what this game would have looked like when it was supposed to come out. You know? Because if this was like this, if the VIP demo was like this, imagine what it would have been like when it was supposed to launch. It would have not looked good for BioWare. It would have not looked good for Anthem. It wouldn't look good at all. And they also said that this is they said that this VIP demo is a 6-month-old build or something like that, and that they've changed a whole bunch of things, and they've done balance changes and all of that extra stuff, which I think that's kind of an excuse, because just, you know, everything's on fire, you know, we gotta tell them something, you know, let them tell them it's a 6-month-old build. I don't think that was the case. I think, because if you did change a whole bunch of things, if you changed the balance of the game, if you made a better, you know, a better game or a better demo or whatever, why didn't you just give us that? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're working on something better, and then this is everyone's first impression of the game, you want it to be the best first impression that you can give. Because Anthem is already, like, people are already hating on Anthem, and the game hasn't even came out. It just, But yeah, you'd give a very good first impression. So that's why I think it's kind of, and maybe it could be true, but I don't know. I kind of think it's an excuse, because if you are working on something better, you should have gave us the something better. You know what you're working on now, not 6 months ago, because it just makes no sense to me. You know. But yes, this and the next thing I want to get into is what I want to see for Anthem's future. Hopefully they can get all these problems fixed, somewhat fixed, because there's only what 6 weeks until the game actually launches. It's super close. I think they are gonna fix a bunch of the problems, but when the game launches, I think there's still gonna be problems with the game, because honestly, this was a lot of. It's not like, you know, something, you know, I don't know, the colors you make for Java not spawning in, you know. This is huge problems when your game was unplayable. Like, I don't know, should you be worried about Anthem? I would say stay neutral about it, because you don't want to get too hopeful. Then again, the beta was a slice, but we're just gonna have to be neutral. I'm gonna be neutral and just wait and see what happens. But yeah, hopefully they can get some stuff straightened out before the game's launch. And another thing I want to see with this game, I hope the story is amazing, because that's one of the reasons I buy BioWare games, is for great storytelling. And I just hope I can get a great story out of Anthem, because when they were talking about the Anthem and the Shapers, it was super cool. I want to get more into that, and just hopefully the story can be amazing. And another thing is, maybe I was thinking the story is just a single player thing, you know, kind of like Destiny is. You go through the story, and then after that is the endgame stuff. I think that's how it's gonna be. Which I don't know. They said is, you know, you could play with your friends, and you can go join his story and all this stuff. But you know, what if he's further than me and I'm not up to the part he's at, and just all this stuff. So I think it's gonna be like a single player driven. You know, once you get to that, and then the end game starts, and then you can play with your friends and play for loot and all this stuff. You know. But yes, another thing I want to see is I hope. I want to see, but I just hope this game doesn't die. I just hope, because they have something amazing. They have something it can be really good. I just don't want to let EA's dirty hands get into it, because then it's gonna die, and then BioWare is not gonna be in a good position after. If this game doesn't do well, they're not gonna be in a good position, and that sucks, because I love BioWare. But yeah, hopefully it just doesn't die. It doesn't die upon arrival. Yeah, the next thing, hopefully there's many reasons for me to come back, because from what I played, you get 3 story missions, campaign missions. I mean, the campaign missions didn't really do anything for me, but you get 4 campaign missions. I don't know what it was. The free roam was fun, but the only thing, there was like public events, and most of the public events were, you know, go there, shoot that. You know, there's one that was pretty cool. It's like you had to get everything turned dark, and you had to get the green light thingies. That was pretty cool. But hopefully there's just reasons for me to keep coming back and keep grinding for more and more and more gear, and it just makes me want to grind the game out. I just hope there's reasons for me to come back, because, you know, I don't want to come back and then there's nothing for me to earn, and just I don't want that to happen. Hopefully there's, you know, a good amount of grinding in it. I want to get new gear, and I didn't get to see what the purple gear does, legendary gear, or even higher than that. I didn't see if that looks unique, or if it, you know, adds cool new properties. I didn't get to see none of that, so guess we're gonna have to wait to launch to see what that looks like. Hopefully it's gonna look cool, and yeah, just hopefully they fix a whole bunch of problems, a bunch of the problems before the game's released, and hopefully we can actually play the game. I mean, the beta is coming, open beta is coming this weekend, so hopefully the problems are fixed, some of them at least. But yeah, Oh man, I want this game to be successful because I do love the game. I love the gameplay, love the world, I love the javelins, I love everything about it. But this is what I got from when I played just the VIP demo. These are the problems I had. And if you're thinking about pre-ordering it right now, I would say no. I would say play the open beta and then make up your mind then. That's what I would say, and I think that's it. I do love the game. Hopefully it can be successful because I love BioWare, and you know, just gosh man, it just sucks because it's one of my games I'm looking forward to, and hopefully things can get straightened out. Hopefully when the game launches, maybe, you know, hopefully the strongholds, because I think the strongholds are going to be like an end game thing, and hopefully each stronghold is different from the last, you know. Hopefully you get certain gear from them, certain drops. That would be pretty cool, but we won't know until the game launches. But I love the game. I want it to be good, but we'll just have to see. Just gonna have to wait and see. Pray for Anthem. No, but that's it. Those are my thoughts, and well, you know, what happened to me over the weekend playing the VIP demo. I was going to give away some friend codes, but never got the friend codes, so I couldn't do that. But remember, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that way you will not miss out when I post a video. I really appreciate you guys for watching, and if you have any questions about Anthem, I have a couple videos I'm going to post, but if you have any questions, put them in the comments down below and I'll be happy to answer. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm Off for Games, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.